Okay, welcome back to 50 Targeted Traffic Methods for Online Business. In this video, what we're going to do is we're going to discuss one traffic method where you can get traffic to your site by reading and commenting on the influential blogs in your particular niche. Now, what this is going to involve is finding some of the influential bloggers in your niche and influential site owners. And let's take a look at doing that right now. So what we're going to do is, one of the first things that we can do is we can go to a site called Technorati. Right, and if you don't know where it is, you can just go do a Google search for it. And Technorati is going to look a little bit like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to click the blog button there in Technorati. And then we're going to put our subject matter, model airplanes. Okay, so now you'll notice that there are 22 blogs on Technorati. These are influential blogs in terms of the traffic that they're getting and the number of social media shares that they're doing. And you want to find the blog that, again, is going to get you the most attention, while at the same time will get you the best connections in terms of people reading your comments and then wanting then to come back to your site. So now you don't have a lot of blogs here within model airplanes. Now, in some cases, depending on what your niche is, you're going to have a lot of candidates here. You want to go through these candidates pretty much one at a time. You don't have to do them all in one sitting. So maybe one day, if you take a look at one, and this is probably not something that you want to outsource necessarily, because you want to determine whether or not a site is going to be worth your time to comment on. And you can do that by just visiting the sites. In this case, this site does not even exist anymore. And so, that's one of the things that you're going to need to do before you can determine whether or not a site is going to be worth your time. This one's called Enjoy Life, not necessarily all about model airplanes. This is a WordPress site that's kind of already, that's kind of got a subdomain. It doesn't mean that it's not going to be worth your time, but you want to kind of stick to the sites that are really going to give you a lot of visibility. Modelaviation.com, .blogspot.com, we can check it out. Again, we might have to go through a couple of these, and this one does not even really give us much in terms of finding a site. So if Technorati does not help you, then one of the things that you can do is you can just do a search for blog search. And then you're going to get Google Blog Search, and you want to click Google Blog Search. And then you want to type in model airplanes. Okay, so now here's one, model airplane secrets. Let's check that one out. Now, the last time this person has posted is May of 2011. They probably don't have a lot of users. They don't post on a regular basis, so that's not one that's probably going to be worth your time. Here's one, indoor model airplanes. Now, here's somebody who has posted within the last month, so this might actually be worth your time. And they've got a comment area. There are no comments here at this point in time. But you are going to be permitted to publish your comments. Now, in some cases, remember, this is not about linking. This is going to be about, again, putting intelligent comments about your subject matter, and then doing it in such a way that people will find it interesting, as well as the site owner find it interesting enough for people to then want to go back to your site. Again, what you're looking for and what you're trying to find are you're trying to find the influential bloggers in your particular niche. Now, of course, the easiest way to do that might be just to go and type in your subject matter and then blog. Okay, here's one, model airplane news, which is probably more like a magazine. But if it's a blog, then one of the things that you'll be able to do is you'll be able to maybe submit comments to certain stories. Okay, so here's a story: hobby drones, illegal invasion of privacy. That's kind of a hot issue now. Okay, and then here's a space for comments. Right there's the author, actually probably somebody that you can probably get to know. You can, of course, share their post, but one of the things that you can do is you can leave a comment there. Right, and you'll notice here name, email, name, and website. Okay, so let's just go back and recap what we're going to be doing in this strategy. We're going to be finding the influential bloggers. We want to make sure that it's a read blog. We want to make comments that are thoughtful and insightful. We want to comment on the substance of what's being said, so we don't want to just put a comment in there just to put one in there. We want to make sure our comment is helpful to the readers of that particular site. We don't want to use our comments necessarily to sell our products and services, so you don't want to say, hey, you know, I've got a great thing that you can buy that'll help you with this. You really want people to come back to your site because of what you're saying in your post. You want to use it as a way to demonstrate your expertise. Okay, again, attracting people back to your site. And then you want to make sure that you can link back to your site in the comment box. So, you know, what you're doing is finding influential blogs and making comments and attracting people back to your site based on your authority. So with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next video.